have.
Girl, hi, that's Coco.
Yes, it's just us two today. Collectively, us two. We are the Hangout.
You make that sound so bad.
What you mean? I'm just saying,
Just
like,
us two today.
yeah. I mean, it's just us two. We don't have the original gang. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the original gang members in the house tonight, so it's just us two. So we still gonna entertain you guys more than likely. But how you been since last show?
I think you.
Shout out to I'm gonna say shout out to Lala Fashion filling in for me on Wednesday. Uh, Shout out to that. Even though you guys was having a goddamn sex educational goddamn show, like oh my god, like every goddamn conversation was about dick and pussy, pussy and dick. Like what? Oh my god.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, you can't say this because
It was just honestly, yes, it was a lot about that, but women really never get a chance to actually talk about that.
that dude.
And it's like it's a problem if they do.
Nah, we wouldn't say it's a problem.
At times, I'm not saying to all, but to some, it's the problem that they do. So it's just something different, and
Really different.
it's just a woman stepping outside of that box for a moment.
Outside of her box. Hmm. Outside of her box. Yeah.
Those
Yeah. But again, thanks Lala for actually filling in for me. But a lot of things been happening this past weekend. Shout out to Future for dropping his second album, Hendrix. Shout out to the K1T show that actually was talking about that. They actually dropped a couple of tracks on their actual show. So I want to ask you, I mean, because I'm a Future High, I'm kind of biased or whatnot. How do you feel about the two albums that has been dropped out?
I mean, I like both of them, but if I had to choose, I would definitely go with Hendrix over Hendrix.
I agree. I agree.
I do like Hendrix, though.
I do too.
It's just, you gotta be in one of those types of moods for Hendrix,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
And, I get it that you can't always expect to turn up at all times.
I mean, but that's what I expect in Future. Like, I mean, like I just said, I'm a Future High, so I don't like hearing that. I really like. I don't like that type of Future. Like, I like the Future that's turned. Like, I like the goddamn rent money. You know what I'm saying? Your baby mama fuck me better when the rich do type. You know what I'm saying? Future. I like that Future. I don't like all that soft shit, that crying shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just my opinion about that or whatnot. So,
I definitely feel you, but I mean, I like both albums, though. I mean, sometimes people just have to, a lot of Atlanta artists, they have definitely done the double-sided album, whether it's in the suit or the thug type side. So
you can say that. But news coming back out saying that he's actually dropping the third album this Friday.
So is this gonna be every
I don't know, but I hope this one is goddamn.
every Friday type ordeal?
I hope this one is goddamn. I'm telling you, I hope this is like the future that I like, the March Madness future. I hope it's that. I hope it's like that one. You know what I'm saying?
March Madness.
Yeah, man. I want that future. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I prefer Future over Hendrix, even though I like Hendrix. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple songs. I mean, I won't even say a couple songs, but it's a lot of songs on there. I like Solo. I like Sorry. I like Looking Exotic. I like the song with The Weeknd. That song's good. Incredible is good. Like, it's a lot of tracks on there, but I really like Future. Like, the first 7 tracks is good. First 7 tracks. I don't really like Hot Demand. I don't like that song. But after Hot Demand, then the shit go back to Ride, and like, you know what I'm saying? So I like Future over goddamn that love shit that he was actually. Yeah, I'm being honest. But anyway, again, like I said, Future about to drop another album on Friday. That's what we hearing. I don't know if it's set in stone, but they said that Ellen DeGeneres is actually her team actually um, came out and said it because he's supposed to be performing on her show. So they actually leaked that news. So hopefully it's true because nigga I'll be in the motherfucking bed ready. By 12 o'clock for that shit to drop on Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? So I can goddamn get it. But shout out to my DJ. My DJ in the house tonight. But he got his mic on. His mic on. Go ahead.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's up, Uptown?
You got it. You got it.
Appreciate it for being here, sir. On short notice, should we say?
Man, ain't no problem.
You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, appreciate it.
Hey, I need you to do something for me.
Yes.
Tell Wayne to do what Future did.
Wayne? I don't want to hear no damn Wayne. Who want to hear Wayne?
I mean, I like Wayne.
Man, me personally, I feel like it's certain artists that just need to give it a rest, and we already talked about that. And
so you think Wayne is one of them?
yeah, Wayne is one of them.
Need to settle the dispute. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean? Like, I mean,
He's still older man 2 albums.
Oh my goodness. I mean, Rocco went on air and said that. I mean, not on air, but he went on social media, which on Twitter, and said that those news is fake. The news that he's getting 50% of those 2 albums is not true. That's what he said.
So, I mean, this has gone on. Like, this is ridiculous if you ask me. Like, if that's what it's supposed to be, just go ahead and just let me get whatever it is and let that be that. Like, this back and forth nonsense is just out of hand if you ask me.
It is. I mean, but the Future breached his contract, so as a man, he got to stand by that.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel me? So, I mean, I don't know if the the amount of the $10 million or whatever, or these 2 albums that he's trying to compensate the $10 million for is true or not. But I mean, he just need to pay his dues. You know what I'm saying? So they can really be done with it. Cause,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
That's how I'm at. I'm the same exact way. Like, just go ahead and do it.
Okay. But again, shout out to everybody that's tuning in with us right now. We're live right now on NDRadio.com. You can see us live. Download that app for those who don't have the app. If you do have the app, tell somebody goddamn download the app. It's free. NDR Radio on all app stores. That's Google, that's iTunes, everywhere. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media at Magnificent21, MACNEFICANT21. And shout out to Coco for actually spelling that last week. She actually got it right. So good job.
Thank you.
Good job. If not, but again, follow my partner to the left if y'all don't want to follow me.
You so crazy. Yes, you guys can follow me on Snapchat at hot-coco, also on Instagram at hot-coco, and on Twitter at coco_084. And Uptown, where people follow you at?
Yo, you go follow me on Instagram at DJ Uptown 11, on Facebook at TV Brax, and on Snapchat at TLB Stewart.
Y'all make sure y'all follow everybody. And also follow Chucky, YFG_Chucky on Instagram. And I think that's his, no, that's not his Stewart. I mean, his Snap. It's Chucky_Finster on his Snap, I think. I don't know what it is, but y'all follow him. And when y'all do that, do a hashtag, what the fuck is Chucky? Hashtag, what the fuck is Chucky? He ain't been here in a while. You know what I'm saying? We about to do a print up some shirt with his face for missing. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck is Chucky? You know what I'm saying? We gonna do that. But right now we actually about to pay some bills. We got our DJ in the house. Uptown, you gonna spend some shit. You're rocking with the #1 online radio station, NDR Radio. Uptown, spend some shit, buddy. It's that's for you to actually fire off whoever you want to fire off on. It is a rainy, gloomy day, beginning of the week. Pretty sure you guys been stressed because of this weather. You know, it's not a exciting weather or whatever. So I'm pretty sure people, kind of angry. You got to go to work or you got to deal with whatever. So it's for you to actually fire off whoever you want to fire off on. I just got one bang bang, and I'm glad Coco actually was doing her makeup in here earlier, and actually made me think of this. Well, it didn't make me think of it. It made me go back to what I really wanted to do and say it today. But bang bang to the bitches with the, y'all be doing those little wings and shit on the eyebrows or with the eyes. Bang bang that shit. That shit got to die. That shit is the stupidest fucking thing. It's a look. It's a clown look. Like that shit is so dumb to me. It looks childish. It look like when you a kid and you playing makeup and shit, and you like, oh, look what I did. Like it looks undone. It's like it's worse than when women be doing that black outline around their lips and shit. Like the Mexicans when they do that. Hispanic people. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? It's like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is awful. Like I need to stop doing that shit. Please stop doing that shit. Like all women, all anybody, like don't do that. Please don't do that. Like don't wear your the little wing tips or whatever y'all call that shit on your eyes. Dumb. Like if you like 40, like you definitely should be doing that shit. Like come on, man. But yeah, that's another thing. Like going back to the makeup thing, like Darren Coco was in here when I was saying this. Women, if you actually gonna wear makeup, let it be your skin complexion. Like one girl, I showed them a picture of, like she was literally red, like red, and she a brown skinned girl, but she was red. Like okay, it's blush. That's a lot of blush, but it was all on her. She had a lot of blush on. That was like all on her whole body and shit. Like just bang bang makeup. Period. Like I just feel like it's really trickery. Cause it's trickery. Like it's like you guys as females, like y'all just be tricking the fuck out of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to Chaos. He was here. He would talk about how girls y'all got the little wigs with the little ponytail, I guess thing. He's like the girl just glued her hair on the top of her head and it made it look like it was just her shit, but it's really not. Like bang bang tricking folks. Like bang bang to y'all. Like this shit just that's what I got. That's all I got to say. Bang bang that shit.
It's crazy.
Bang bang that shit.
I only have one bang bang today. And this really bothers me because I see this a lot from just women all the time. And it's like, if your shoes are either too big or too small, just don't wear them shoes. Because I know eventually by the end of the night, your toes is going to be completely ate all the way up. Like, I think that is weird. And it's a tad bit tacky to have your feet hovering over your shoes like that. So, bang bang to women that don't know their shoe sizes, actually, I guess you could say. But that shit's atrocious, and I didn't like it. So that's just my only bang bang that I have for today. Okay, you got any bang bang?
Yo, Bang Bang the Papoose for writing Remy Ma
Oh my
diss track,
God.
yo. Come on,
He
really?
did not write that
Yo,
shit.
there's no way she wrote that, bro. It sounds just like it, bro.
It really don't. Like if you go back if you go back and listen to old Remy Ma, she rapped just like that.
I'm not
Like,
saying not how she's rapping. I'm just saying the wordplay.
the wordplay. I'm telling you, this is what I would say.
Alright.
I would say he helped with the Nicki, like the bite off Nick, like Nick Jonas, Nickelodeon. Like I think he helped with that shit.
Right.
I think he helped with that particular bar.
He was there, yo.
I mean, that's his nigga. That's that nigga wife. That's the nigga. Man, if you go back and listen to it, it's really not that bad. Go back and listen to it. Like you have to go back and listen to it. It's really not that bad.
Well, we just gonna jump right on up into this because this is already such a heated topic anyway. But I did hear Remy's diss track to Nick, and at the end of the day, it's like, it's kind of harsh how Remy came. Remy came kicking in the door. You get what I'm saying? And I like Nicki Minaj, and I do like Remy Ma. The both of them, I've seen both, and do I think Rem would say a lot of the things that she did say in that diss? Yes. Mm-hmm. That definitely sounds like something that Remy would say. That's just my opinion, but I don't think Nick needs to respond to that. I think she just needs to move forward to something next than to that person.
I mean, but here's the thing, and we talked about this earlier. chaos. Okay. Yeah, Nikki don't have to respond. That's the best thing for her to do because, you know what I'm saying? Yes, treat Remy like a peasant. Because, I mean, you're looking at the numbers. Remy's not, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
in her level.
right.
But we're not going to say like Remy not on her level because Remy had to do that little 5, 6, 7 year bid. And if you really want to be technical, bar for bar, Remy is better than Nikki. Bar for bar.
Yeah.
Bar for bar. Remy is better than Nikki. So
we can say that about a lot of artists though, but can they make a record?
I mean, true.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is
She
true,
can't make a record.
but here's the thing. I hate when people say, "Can you make a record?" Because at the same time, we saying that, then we can't be like, Lil Yachty suck dick. He can make a record. We complain about saying Lil Yachty suck and all these other niggas suck, but they can make a record.
I respect that though.
So what I'm saying, so we actually contradicting ourselves. That's a contradiction. How is that not a contradiction, Carlos? How is that not a contradiction? I mean, you can get one. You can always get a mic.
So I'm like this on the though.
That's contradiction, should I say? Like we can't be like, man, these niggas are Lil Uzi Vert suck and blah blah blah. He can make a record though. That nigga can make a record. So we gonna say the same thing about Nikki.
We'll tell Remy to grab the philosophy. Somebody, a producer, somebody who she can make a record to be relevant.
I mean, she made a record. All the way up. All the way up that was a Grammy nominated record. Yes, it's her song.
Which one?
That's
her song.
It's technically Fat Joe's song, but she's featured
Oh,
on
yeah.
it. There's a difference in between the two. Yes, she do get something from that, but she doesn't get what she would as if it was her own song.
I tell you what though, if you took that same diss track and flipped it and Nikki was rapping on it, she would straight kill it. Though. I'm talking about her flow. Her flow was straight.
But here's the thing. But I'm just saying, it goes back to what we were saying about like how Wale raps just like J. Cole. But people gonna gravitate to J. Cole because they love him. They love J. Cole the most. It's the same as with Nicki. Like if you cannot tell me that this Remy Ma did was not slaughtering. So if Nicki, like you just said, if Nicki did the same thing, I'm pretty sure 100,000 people would have been like, man, that shit was.
I'm gonna give you for instance though. Nas wasn't on the same level with Jay when he dropped Ether, but he flowed so hard on Ether that niggas paid attention to it. You know what I'm saying? So if Nicki come back with a monster track, bro, or like a monster, like she's snapping on Monster, and have any kind of wordplay with it, she's gonna kill her.
Man, this is what I'm gonna just say. Like we looking at that particular diss track. Like Remy said she said the little other song with the what's the song? Wait a minute. The song with with young M.A. on it and
Yeah.
Remy killed that shit. And she was talking about Nicki in that shit. Like it's just like people just mad because she didn't flow the way they like it on the Ether track. But she killed this shit though. She killed it. If you listen to the words, she killed it.
Papoose killed that shit. He's now
Here y'all go.
he's now the queen of hip hop.
Here y'all go, man.
He's gonna stay and live on that.
Listen, she could, but listen, if you were in the same studio, Papoose was like, nah, you can't say that, or that up. You need to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely had help. You know what I'm saying? Making that diss track. Hey man, Nikki, go get the game and y'all two get in the studio together, yo.
I mean, but that's the thing that's what Remy was talking about. Remy was like, she was glorifying, Remy. Like that's the whole thing on the track. Like free Remy, free. Like how you gonna be like free this girl, blah blah. I respect her. Man, all of a sudden you talking shit. So what's the point? So I'm just saying, man,
it's competitive.
Let's just be honest. Like let's just be honest. Like we can't really be saying like Nicki will destroy the shit because at the same time people were saying was right for Nicki. So Safari was right for Nicki.
Yeah.
So they in the same boat then.
Well, she said he wasn't writing, but he was helping. So that's what Papoose did.
Oh God. You was crazy.
Y'all kill me.
No,
man. I'm gonna just say that. I think Remy.
Definitely.
Me personally, I don't think Nicki want those problems with Remy.
I want to see it just for
Me too. I want to see it because I feel like that brings back rap for us. Like it's competitive. It's like it's about who got the best bar. Like I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That type of
even
shit.
on the female end, because
Right.
I think a young M.A. She could jump in there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like,
Well, let me ask y'all
Hell
this
no.
question.
I'm just saying on the battle end. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
okay, on the
the
battle. Okay,
dissing, the
okay,
dissing
okay.
each other. You know?
Now, let's in reference to that. Have y'all heard of a girl named Key?
The one who was trying to diss Nikki. Yeah.
What do y'all think about her?
She can spit, but I don't know much about her. Like I mean, I just know
That's
I know
just the
before.
only thing that I've seen of her.
But I'm saying this before Nikki blew up. This when Nikki was copying Lil Kim at the time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when Keys came out. So we haven't heard shit about her since.
Nothing since
Right.
then, but you know, I do think she did have a couple of bars. So.
And then, matter of fact, before you go to your next story, like how we gonna get mad at Remy for spitting the I guess delivery, or should we say like
I'm not mad at her. I'm just saying
like how we gonna be upset about that shit when this bitch Nikki was copied. She copied everybody, like everybody. She done copy Lil Kim.
Yeah.
That the kind of acting crazy like Missy Elliott, like you know what I'm saying. They just,
Okay.
so how we get? Oh,
How would you put her with Cockney and Missy?
I mean with
I'm trying to catch
the like the T-Rex talking the you know with the how can I really say
Now,
that?
I could
She'll like
honestly-
spit like really fast, slow it down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like it's
how
just
Missy used to.
yeah,
do.
you know how Missy with the like the little each word that song. Like if you listen to the cadence of that song and then go back and listen to old Nikki, it's the same thing.
Okay.
But any artist will tell you based on who you listen to, you going to gravitate into that.
I understand that, but what I'm just trying to say, like she can't go and say you're a bum bitch, blah blah blah. When you,
I'm gonna tell you, it was a song that just dropped 2 weeks ago. Black Youngster. What's the name of that track? Can't even think of it right now. But anyway, yo, the flow is just like the Migos. But this shit hard though. You know what I'm saying? I can't like I was like, yo, this nigga flow.
but he fucks with the Migos. So it's not like he like dissing the Migos. Okay, here's another like that Moneybag Yo nigga. He
Yeah.
sounds just like Dolph.
Yeah.
He sounds exactly like Dolph.
I keep hearing this guy's name.
Like that nigga sounds exactly like Dolph. I'm like, damn, all you gotta do is just put Dolph in that and then
Shit scary.
yeah.
And that's how these people coming up nowadays. But next what I have in news, a couple got sentenced today for basically having this Confederate flag and just going to this baby's birthday party and just making a big confrontational ordeal at this party. So apparently they got sentenced today. So mommy, she ended up getting she was sentenced to 13 years. And the dad got 15. How do y'all feel about this whole Confederate flag? What is your input on the Confederate flag?
I got my own personal opinion,
Right.
Especially being in Mississippi for as long as I have. You know, it never really affected me. One, because I was born in Washington, D.C., and you know where I grew up, we never really even understood racism. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like one of them things that you're not born with. So being down there and seeing it flown, it really never bothered me. It wasn't like, you know, I had to pass judgment. And the example that I give is one of my homeboys who, you know what I'm saying, I've been rocking with since junior high school, has rebel flags everywhere. But it's a symbol of Ole Miss. So that was, you know, his purpose. So it's just basically who has the flag, what it means to them, and how they coming across. Now I don't believe you should be riding around with a rebel flag on the back of your truck, you know, flying with a pickup, you know, something like that, or taking a rebel flag to a party. But if you got a rebel flag in your house, it represents Ole Miss or whatever. Even if it does represent something, as long as it's not in my face, I could care less.
I mean, I kind of live uptown. Like, me being born and raised here, like I never, you know, knew the difference between like, you know, racism. Until growing up, you know,
Right.
what I'm saying, shit like that. But like my mother used to deal with, you know, Caucasians, Asians, you know what I'm saying, a whole different race. So you know what I'm saying, I never knew the difference between like, you know, they don't like us or you know what I'm saying,
Exactly.
that type of shit. So. But me personally, I feel like, hey man, you gotta finally set an example. And what I like about this story is it's actually a Caucasian judge
Right.
sentencing them.
Sentence them.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't really be like, oh, it's racist. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit because it's their own kind doing that type of shit. You feel me? So, but I like it because like, again, people who serving weed or serving whatever, they getting that type of time. You feel me?
Right.
So it's basically just showing you like, yeah, nigga, like
It's time.
Mhm.
It's definitely time for y'all to be taking actions for your own. So I think it's great. Granted, I mean, I didn't know much about it like y'all said, so I became like a full-fledged adult. Like I knew that they didn't care for us as well, but it's just with this whole Confederate flag ordeal, it keeps going. It's not a stopping ordeal. It's a constant, ongoing type of situation, and it's been going on for years and decades and centuries. So I just really wanted to get you guys' input and reference on that. Like, how do y'all feel about that? But lastly, what I have in news, my girl Viola Davis. Like, I love this lady like to the fullest. Like, that is the. Do y'all know? You know who that is?
I've heard her name.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's how
How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah. Okay.
And Fences with
Yes.
Well, y'all talking to somebody who don't watch TV.
How you get if you don't watch TV, let me get your 5 stick.
You could.
Pause.
Swear
Pause.
to you. Before I say that though, bro, I haven't cut on my TV in like a month. Literally. It's crazy. I don't like. I sit in the bed and be on the phone or download music or something. Man. I don't get into TV. I ain't watch the TV show. Like, you watch this movie? No.
You get that 5 stick, bro. You get that 5 stick. Go ahead, pass me the 5 stick, bro.
Yeah, so crazy. But yeah, like I think that lady, she's just amazing. That TV show itself is just crazy, like all the way around. And I think she
See how y'all can look at that shit.
really,
How to Get Away with Murder.
it's amazing, and like she is just great at what she does. And then what really just makes me just admire her even more is because she's the first African American to actually have an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony.
You know what's crazy is when she first came on, she looked so down to earth, so homey. Like she's not like, I'm one of the top executive producers out there right now. She still looks like she's a regular homegirl from back home, which is great.
I like her. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I just feel like that title of that show is just really psycho. And I'm glad you brought that up because it's like a meme going around on social media about this girl saying like if your best friend sent you a picture. Oh, I mean, no, you can't tell your best friend how that she opened the door and said she murdered somebody, right? What would you do? That's some shit. And then like it's like a tub full of blood and shit. You know what I'm saying? So the girl was like, I'm gonna bleach the tub with I'm gonna bleach the tub and shit. Then I'm gonna bleach the drain and shit like that. And we gonna take the girl, chop her body up, and then put her in a comforter, and then make sure she facing where the sun can hit, so the worms can eat her body, and blah blah blah. We're gonna bleach the girl's skin too, so ain't gonna be no forensic foul skin, and then blah blah blah. And at the end of it just say how to get away with murder, some shit like that. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is this?
Crazy.
Like, that shit right there made me be like, see, now I'm scared. I'm just scared of women in general now, like, cause if a bitch can think like that, imagine what she would do if I make her mad.
Like, you better think about it.
Crazy,
Wake up.
bro.
Wake up.
That
But
shit-
I just love her. She plays Annalise amazing. And the season finale just was last week or whatnot. So, I love that show. And I'm very proud of her. Like, she needs to be extremely ecstatic about the performance that she gives.
So is it one of these shows that's gonna keep going on season after season?
You know what? Because what is her name? I forgot. I forgot her name. But she does Grey's Anatomy and she does
Right.
Scandal. So you
Carrie
know,
Wilson.
no,
I mean Washington.
no,
Oh.
no. The writer.
Oh, the writer. Oh, the
Yeah,
writer.
I think it's Shonda World or Shondaland or something like that.
Mm.
But that's the name of the network. But she does Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. So I'm not sure. I think after so long, they may have to end it. But it's like
Right.
whenever you think that it's going to end, it's
It
always
gets better.
a twist to that situation.
But I think she's coming back with that. I think it's gonna be a second season.
Yeah,
or some shit like
it's
that.
definitely going to be another season. I definitely see it going on for a couple of seasons.
I mean, I think it's probably gonna last a good 4 or 5 days. You know why? It's gonna be crazy women
Right.
sitting on their motherfucking couch everywhere. Whatever time, what time they come on? Wednesday,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Cause what's call come on? Scandal come on that day
Yeah.
anyway. So,
Scandal still come on?
yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Wow, that's like 2 or 3 years.
right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so
Yes, Scandal still come on.
I'm glad y'all bought Scandal. I just want to say.
So it's like, is Trump gonna be in office?
Oh my God.
Right.
But no, but I want to say I'm glad y'all actually brought it up about Scandal and everything like that, because you know the Oscar was Sunday, I think Sunday.
Yeah.
I just want to say Kerry Washington and Janelle Monáe. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. That's all I gotta say. That's all I'm saying. You need to turn your TV on, Tam. Oh my God.
I ain't turning no TV on.
Ah, they so bad. They so damn bad, bro.
When the Redskins and the Lakers start winning, I'll cut it back on. Till then,
Well, you
it
gonna
might
keep,
be a minute, bro.
you might keep your TV off about a good 2-3 years.
Y'all are crazy. But you know, that wraps up my segment, Coco's Tea.
Good job with that Coco's Tea. We're gonna come back with a topic. I saw this topic again. I know I've been on social media a lot. I'm about to say this on social media, but it's another conversation about sex, since you like sex a lot, Coco. And I'm glad you're here. You know, I'm gonna help you out now. But
Appreciate that.
the topic is can you? I mean, would you allow your significant other to still be friends with somebody that has sex? Marinate on that particular topic. I mean, it could be with you look kind of concerned. Let's just say your significant other had sex with them like 2 years ago. So you don't. I'll throw a time frame now when I come back. But anyway, y'all marinate on that particular topic. We're gonna come back and we're gonna dive into that conversation a little bit. So you rocking with the #1 online radio station, Indio Radio, the Hangout.
It's Indio Radio, ho.
Fuji record right there, ready or not. I know we had an extended break, but I wanted everybody to actually marinate on that topic that I had for you guys. The topic of the day was, would you be okay if your significant other was still friend with somebody that they fucked before?
I mean, I look at it like a past is a past.
Mhm.
So it's like they have that topic for a reason, that name for a reason, your ex for a reason. So, you know, personally, I probably would be a tad bit salty if my significant other was still talking to an ex-fling, because of the simple fact, shit can rekindle.
Right.
And then it's like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that, because it's like, I don't know how y'all ended. It could have been rocky. It could have been on good terms. It could have been horrible. So if I don't coach you into becoming back to the person that you are, and then you want to go bounce back to dab back over there, I probably gonna want to have to hurt you. But then again, it's
I'm
like,
always trying to fight.
but wait. But see, here's the other side of me. At the end of the day, I would probably be like, no, because I trust you. I know what we got. You know what we got. If you decide that you want to fuck that up, that's your fair warning. I'm telling you, hey, you know what time it is. Fuck around if you want to. You know what you're going to lose. So you gamble your own options with that.
You're right.
So it's kind of yay and nay.
Okay. Uptown.
Man, I'm gonna believe that I just don't think men and women can just be friends. You know what I mean?
What?
I don't believe that, man.
I got a
believe
lot
it
of,
to be
I got
like
a lot of women.
distant friends. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like hanging out. So you got friends who you gonna let come to the crib,
Yeah.
y'all gonna drink, have
Yeah,
a good time.
I have a lot of women best friends that I have not had sex with.
I actually have.
And I have
male
some that I have
friends
had sex with.
that I have not have sex with. And we've been friends for about a good 15, 17 odd years, and nothing ever transpired.
He never thought about hitting it.
I mean, of course, what nigga wouldn't? But at the end of the day, that's just like, hey.
Anyway, Auburn. Anyway, but that's a whole nother different topic. The topic is, would you be okay with your significant
I would
other?
not be okay.
You would not be okay?
Nah.
Okay. I mean, me personally, I'm the same way. Like I probably wouldn't be okay with my significant other befriending, somebody that actually slaughtered her pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you hit her up.
I can't.
T-Mac, you hit her up. What you doing? Over such and such house. For real, what y'all doing? Chilling, drinking, watching the game.
I'm gonna be like, what you doing? You should be like, soon as she say that nigga name, I'm gonna be, shit, I'm in the car, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm outside. What the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's me. Like, I'm personally, like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to goddamn deal with that type of shit. But we got our special guest in the house.
Yes, we do.
Kid Class in the building right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the topic of the day again, because you actually walked in while we was discussing it. But the topic of the day is your significant other still being friends with somebody that they fuck before.
Nah, hell nah. Hell nah.
Why not? I mean, I want to know your reason, yo. Give me your explanation why.
I can't even look at them and like that shit gonna flash back in my mind. Like, nah, that shit is dead.
Yeah.
Hell nah.
Yeah, that shit dead.
If I look at you and I know that,
Yeah.
I might break up with you. Why you break up? I don't. Because you just brought me around this way.
Right. I was talking to Adair about this earlier today, because I was like the baby daddy and baby mother situation. Like, I would rather deal with somebody who a female who hates her baby daddy, as opposed to somebody who actually still is okay with their baby daddy. Because I know if I fuck up, I know you gonna go back to that nigga, and then nigga gonna get some pussy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard. You know what I'm saying? So
you can't have a good relationship with
you gotta hate that nigga. I want you to hate that nigga. I want you to every time.
I gotta be cool with him.
Right. I want your ass to be like, I fucking hate this son of a bitch. Like, every time. Like, I'm saying that's why I'd rather deal with. I'd rather deal with that shit.
No, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? But
you definitely can't like that nigga.
Yeah, I want you to like that nigga.
He's cool because he did me so right. It just didn't work out.
Right.
Well, we ain't gonna work out.
Right. He gave me this kid. Yeah, that's the only thing I want you to say nice about it. He gave me a blessing. Yeah, okay, amen. But I don't want you to hate this nigga.
Right.
I want you to hate this nigga.
My thing is, in reference to that, is like, I mean, shit, that's pretty much home.
What?
Oh, so
that's pretty much home.
Home dick. That's home dick.
That's home, right?
And vice versa for men and women. That's pretty much home to them. Basically, if they have a child, I'm just saying, if they do have a child,
because I know people who have had it.
That they can go, but not everyone. I'm not saying.
I ain't saying
hold on,
none of the ones you can't deal with.
Let me ask you. We got somebody with shout out. Rico, do you have home? Do you have a home? No. Okay. I think in the streets. My nigga say he in the streets. Okay.
But I mean, I'm just saying, because normally a baby mama, baby daddy will go back to their significant baby mother, baby daddy, because they feel as if that they just can't. Me, myself, personally.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I would rather deal with somebody who hate their baby.
I would feel like that too. Like, team hate, mom, dad, or whatever we dealing with. Come on, I don't know.
Bro, that shit there only works out if there's no child support involved.
Yes. Well, true. Yeah.
If it's child support involved,
right.
Yeah.
I'm paying you.
I mean, true. Some do work out with child support being paid or not. Some of them, still,
Bro, if you salty about that child support, you ain't giving up nothing.
Because if I'm spending whatever
I guess it
People
could be the
saying,
Memorize. You be like, yo,
if you-
I'm still paying for that.
That's strap up.
Right,
Strap
nah,
up.
for real.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I don't strap up. Cause I got home. I got a home. I just ain't got a kid with her.
Oh, okay.
But I do both, and I have a home, but I just ain't trying to have no kids. Right?
Alright, man. Alright. That was the topic of the day, man. I want to discuss that with you guys. I thought that would be a little funny, something to get that, get the morale back up to the lit money that we have. But we have our special guest in the house, man. Shout out to Kid Class in the building. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm alright, man.
Pleasure having you here tonight. For those who actually don't know who Kid Class is, I want you to actually give us a little bit about yourself.
Me, I'm a producer, engineer. I really about to subtract the engineer title because I really hate that shit. But I'm a producer. I've worked with Tip, YG, Keisha Cole, Bobby V, Rocco. Really, just a bunch of I can't really even think about them. But I work with a bunch of people. But that's really my title, producer. I was a producer first and learned how to engineer.
Okay.
And then I made my connects a little bit through engineering, and then just went from there.
Okay. Being that you I'm glad you brought up the name because I was checking out your catalog, saying that your big break finally came with the YG record.
The YG record, that's right.
Give me a vision of how that concept came, because that record is actually pretty good. Like I actually feel vibe to that.
That record, it's like a whole story. I'm trying to think, cause I didn't know YG before that record, nothing like that. That record came from me working with Young Berg and Young Berg manager Troy. Troy was best friends with. I ain't gonna say best friends, but he was friends with Wayne, not Lil Wayne, but a manager named Wayne. And Wayne was a manager of Lil Reese and Lil Durk. It was a whole Chicago thing. You know what I mean?
You went out the whole life.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it was. Like, it was a whole Chicago thing. I don't know if people know, but Berg is from Chicago. So went down that whole line, and then I met. After that, I met Sycamore, and Sycamore, I brought all of them to one studio, and that was Icon Studios. Shout out to them. But after Sycamore was the A&R for YG, Lil Reese, Lil Durk, Young Berg, not Young Berg. YG, Lil Reese, Lil Durk. That's a guy named Ricky Hill and Jeremiah. So he was the A&R for them 5 people, and then he just brought them. Well, he brought 2 of them to the studio. So I met Sycamore with Lil Durk first, and I worked with him on a record called, I want to say it's Ball Out or something like that, but Cash Out. And then I worked with YG last, on Left Right, but we worked on like 3 records though.
Okay.
Yeah, we worked on like 3 records.
You want to add something? Because I got a lot of questions.
I mean, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, all right.
Because I do have my own set of questions.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But
I don't want to be rude and whatnot.
No,
okay. All right, just make sure. Okay. Another question that I wanted to ask you about. Out of all the people that you said that you work with the Tip, the YG, the Cash Out, and everybody like that, who do you find the most challenging?
Challenging?
Yeah.
Damn challenging. Tip was probably the most challenging, just because at that time I was engineering at the time, just on but that was total, like, we was working with a girl named Tessan Chen. She's big out in like Jamaica. But he was probably the one that challenged me the most. Is it him or Mace? You know what I mean? Is it him or Mace? But I'm good with Mace now. I can handle his ass all the way throughout. But you know what I'm saying? I went with Tip here and there. Okay. You know what I mean?
Okay, and then let me ask you, who was the most simplest?
Simplest. The simplest. Well, yeah, I'm trying to think. Bobby V was pretty simple. Bobby V. Crit was pretty simple. Big Crit, he was fun to work with actually. He's probably the
you
most.
said Crit now. Her head just lift up like, oh my god.
Hey.
we did a record called Meditate or Medicate. I don't know what the fuck he ended up calling it.
Meditate.
Man,
Oh,
Yeah.
she know.
Yeah.
Oh, she know.
Yeah, originally
That
originally it was called Medicate. Then like,
Ooh.
you know what I mean?
Oh, he was in the studio, so he know.
Yeah, we had two versions come. I mean, when I had two versions come, it was one version that came out, but the version I worked on had drums and everything on it. So, as you know, the version that came out didn't have no drums. Yeah, like, and then he ended up saying something different. But yeah, what we did was meditate.
Okay.
You know, because if you listen to the girl that's in the background on the hook, she's saying meditate. You know what I mean?
That way.
Because she won the Complex magazine some type of challenge or some shit. So yeah, so that's and Crit honored whatever challenge that they had. You know what I mean? So that's what she was there for, and hey, we came out with a record.
Okay. So when did you think that this was going to be your album?
Think that I always hoped it or dreamed it. You know what I mean? Since I was like 16, but really knew probably when I was 22. Well, when I was 18, I started working for Grand Hustle, and that kind of gave me my introduction into the music industry. But after that, I was you might not know, but I was at Savannah State, and then I left there, and then going to SAE Institute of Atlanta, and that's why I learned engineering or whatever. But after that, I started working at Icon. But while I was working at Icon, I was still working at Sears, at least for the beginning of it. And I was working at Sears, and I was 21, 22, and I just knew that I wasn't going to be one of these niggas who went to college for something that that totally irrelevant for their career.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I talk about them. You know what I mean? And not in a negative way. I just always said that I didn't want to be that person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, at the time, my boss was saying, "Hey, you got to work this day," and that even ties back into the Young Bird shit, because I had a session coming up with him, and I was like, "Nah, like, listen, I can't work this day because I got some shit going on, and I need to be there." He was like, "I don't know how you gonna do it, bro, but you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta get somebody. I don't know if you're gonna get somebody to work your shift. I'm going around asking people to work your shift." They're like, "Hey, man, we got somebody." And I'm like, "All right, cool, but hey, man, listen, let me get my 2 weeks out. Let me give you my 2 weeks right now." But it's nothing against them, you know what I mean? But I'm just like, that's when it clicked in my mind. I'm like, even if y'all got somebody, I won't be that person.
Right.
And that was my last job.
Damn, you actually motivated me, because I actually thought about this when I went to school, and I was like, because I got a degree in business administration, and before I actually started doing this, I was doing like maintenance work in AT&T, man. My ass was like there with doing maintenance work, like, nigga, I got a degree. Why the fuck am I cleaning windows?
Bro, it gotta click to it though. Like, it gotta click, because that shit it's irritating. It's like torture type shit.
Right, bro. That shit was like,
If you really went to school for what you want, because some people go to school and just like, let me just get a paper.
right.
Let me get a degree. You know what I'm saying? And I don't suggest you go to school. That's what the fuck.
Hey, I'm saying the same shit.
If that's why you go to school, just to get a paper, then you shouldn't go to school.
I got this crazy story about a cat right now who want to perform at the Juice, but he got to work at McAllister's on Saturday. So he hit me and was like, "Bro, I can't do it because I got to work at McAllister's." But he hurt. So me, I'm confused. I don't know what to tell him.
Right.
A part of me want to be like, bro,
Chase your dream. Chase your dream.
A part of me want to be like, bro, I can't pay your bills.
I'll get your money. Right.
You know?
But see, you know, at that time, I feel like people spend their money on useless shit. You know what I mean? So can we curse?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like people spend their money on useless things. You know what I mean? So and I'm one of them, but I have the understanding of spending my money on some shit that won't increase my value or won't get me no money back, or I spend my money over here and that will give me some money back, or chasing everything that I want to be. So if McAllister's, is that the name of the place?
Yeah, sandwich shop
It's a sandwich shop.
in Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
McAllister's over there?
Nah. I was like, what the fuck is my calendar?
It's like
I don't know what that
Quiznos.
is.
It's like
Oh,
Quiznos.
okay, yeah, that's what we got. We got a quiz.
Yeah, we
I
are.
may seen that.
Nah, you ain't saying
No,
that.
yeah, not here.
I think we do a lot. Maybe just of one.
Nigga, we got Apple. We got Apple. We can Google that motherfucker right now.
McAllister.
McAllister's serious. What's
Right.
McAllister's?
I never heard of it. I never heard of it.
But no. I mean, I think people learn to prioritize. You know what I mean? As far as what they want to do. You know what I mean? It ain't really always an option. You know what I mean? Because they make the better option. If you want to be somebody, like you gonna make. If you would go homeless for that shit, and you see that shit with Tyler Perry. You see that, you know what I'm saying? You see that shit with different people, you know what I mean? So if you really want to be whoever you think you want to be, oh yeah, you going. It ain't nobody who could tell me no.
Right.
So it ain't nobody that could tell that person no if they want to really be it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that really is the best. It really is the best.
So, I see that, of course, you got your hands tied in a lot of different things. And one of the big things is you started your own
Yeah, it's more of a production company.
production ordeal.
Yeah, only reason I don't say label is just because that take a lot of money.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't have a lot of money. You know what I mean? So, because that takes distribution deals and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm not in the position to distribute anybody. You know what I mean? What I am in the position to do is give people an opportunity. And I'm a producer. And I've made a lot of connects for myself. You can put me in a room with anybody and I'm going to talk. You know what I mean? I'm not going to embarrass nobody. I'm not going to do nothing like that, but I'm going to talk. I'm a network, you know what I'm saying, in the proper format. You know what I mean? It could be sneaky. Hey, what's your name, bro? I know why you here. What you do? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, who sent you here? Nobody. Ain't nobody sent me here. Even if this person brought me here, I ain't going to never make that person look bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's just how I move. And it's like, I'm very good at networking. So that's what I feel like my company, which is Madar, and it stands for Making the Dream a Reality, and that's what my company offers to producers and songwriters. The opportunity to really connect with some of the people that they wouldn't even feel like networking with. You know what I mean? A lot of songwriters don't like to talk to people. A lot of producers don't. All I want to do is make beats. All right, cool. That's where I come in. All you want to do is make beats? Okay. That's fine. Perfect. Yeah, cool. I'm going to talk to this person for you, and that beat that you just sat in the studio for 3 days to make, yeah, I know this person only because I went out and talked to these people. You know what I mean? A lot of people are antisocial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that's where I come from as a production company. You know what I mean? So I can guarantee a certain amount of placements or whatever, But when it comes to the distribution, like record deals, and you got all that.
Hey, you know what though? You're telling the truth. I was in Atlanta for 1 week. We was at the studio. I think it was Jeff Cherry's.
Oh, man, that's my boy. What?
Yeah. And standing outside talking. I think there was a whole bunch of people at the studio tonight, like Young Jock, a whole bunch of folks.
Yeah,
this man sitting here on the phone with, who was you on the phone with?
Me?
Keisha Cole.
I was?
Yeah.
I probably.
He was on the phone with Keisha
If
Cole.
Keisha listening, she got it.
But nah, it's
I got a
crazy.
record.
Because he was talking, then he started talking to me. Hey, Bulldog, we introduced you.
Oh, you with the Hood Hard DJ?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that night.
Yeah.
So you know my boy Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that night. Yeah, Keisha. We got a record on the album. I'm trying to get straight.
Gotta get that placement. Get that placement on there.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the record. She told me. I really cannot remember. But I'll be calling soon. I really can't remember.
I want to get.
Damn, yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
glad that Uptown because I want to say I see you from Maryland. From Maryland.
Yeah, I was born in Silver Springs, Maryland.
Shout out to Uptown from Maryland.
From DC.
Well,
Hey.
same thing.
I lived in DC. I never lived in Maryland though. I lived in DC.
Same thing.
So,
Okay, so I want to ask you Ben that. My boy Uptown is a Redskin fan. Are you a Redskin fan?
I'm not.
Oh, my
Listen, I lived in Atlanta for so long. But you know, I'm actually no fan just because I'm such a studio head. You know what I mean? I'm no
Actually,
fan.
you a fan of anybody, but
Look,
that's fine.
I'm a fan of the Super Bowl.
Who'd you go for this year?
Huh?
Who'd you go for this year?
I'm trying to remember who played. Falcons. I was going for the Falcons.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, I was definitely going for the Falcons, man. But you know, see, yeah, that's the longest game I watched. The whole season. I swear to God.
Please don't let's get past this.
What game you watch? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the one game because they got the most drinks. Everybody else, these niggas depressed because niggas, my team been losing all season. I hope they win their game. So I'm gonna go to the. Hey, both teams been winning real good. We about to get to the final. Yeah, that's what I like the finale.
Let's go ahead and get back to your life story.
Hold on. Who you a fan
I'm
of?
a Falcon fan, bro.
Falcon fan? Yeah, I fuck with the Falcons, man.
I don't want to talk about that night because that night was actually.
Yeah, no, it's horrible.
I actually just got over it like last week. Y'all bringing this up. You know what I'm saying? Well, Ben, did you say that you're a producer? I want you to actually tell me who are some producers that you feel are underrated and some who you feel that's overrated.
Oh man, underrated. Damn, I can't do the overrated because that political game.
Wait for somebody one day. He might have to wait.
I understand, but this one you don't have to be politically correct.
Nah.
You gotta be like, man, this shit sucks. You can be like, I feel like
That shit so dead. Listen, that shit so
He'd be like,
dead.
these are the views of T-Back.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yep. Listen, I let somebody else say it, but
Okay, we'll go
I
with
tell you the
underrated.
producers I love.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I met Metro when he was 19, man. So I definitely been loving Metro, man. Like he's a dope ass producer, man, and I've seen his growth, witnessed it. You know what I mean? Metro. I give you an underrated. I feel like DJ Toomp, who is my favorite producer.
DJ Toomp is really underrated.
Yeah, I feel like Toomp is underrated. You know what I mean? Because that's definitely my favorite producer. Like
He's been around a long.
have that sound that you don't really know who the hell did the beat. And then you find out later and you're like, what, he did this? I didn't know that. That's crazy. So when I hear Toomp do Good Life and I hear Toomp did 24s and then I hear Toomp do You Don't Know Me and then I hear Toomp do Bad Guy for Jay-Z and I'm like,
oh, he did Bad Guy?
yeah, he did Bad Guy for Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So I like that factor.
I knew he did a lot of those T.I. records that you
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He did a bunch
he did a bunch of like
T.I. shit. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know he did Bad Guy.
Yeah, Good Life. He did the other record from Mariah Carey featuring T.I. I can't even think of it, but like when I can hear the record and not know the producer, and I'm like, damn, that shit. I feel the same way about Hit Boy. Like when I hear some of his records, I don't know it's Hit Boy. You know what I mean? I just ain't really, and I respect a lot of producers, but you know what I mean. But,
You know, I should have instead of me asking you who's underrated, overrated, I should have named some some artists, some producers, and I should have been like, give me underrated, overrated. That would have been better.
Look, but it's I got an Instagram live.
Take your time. Go ahead, Instagram live. Go ahead, Instagram live.
No, I gotta go on live.
I mean, because I just want to know, who do you feel are probably some overrated producer? And I'm pretty sure
I can get my inspirations like a Kanye. Like I don't mean no Kanye do some of the beats though. Like you know what I mean? I mean, you know.
I have a homeboy who actually feels like Dr. Dre and Kanye should not be listed as part of the greatest because they sample a lot or because they.
But not even, and they might not even produce some of the shit.
Right,
but,
right.
You know, I understand. Nah,
into it. Let's get him a prop.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, so I ain't the first person who did this.
Yeah, nah. But yeah,
but not I definitely. I mean, I love a lot of producers. I definitely love a lot of producers. I do feel like someone's overrated, but I won't know no names just because I might work for someone. I don't know. You know.
But I mean, okay. I don't know how to word my question because I can't. You know what I'm saying?
There's some good producers out there though. I love them though.
But the one that's not good to you or overrated to you, how do you feel about it?
Shit. No, but you know what? All right, the thing is, there's a difference between a producer and a beat maker.
Okay, give us a difference.
It's all the difference. You get a nigga like Diddy, he might not touch a keyboard in his fucking life. You know what I'm saying? But he might be like, add this in there, do this and this and that, and Keisha Cole gonna love it. And get the placement. He produced that record.
Yeah.
You made the beat.
That was my question. Is that like what Kanye in the studio doing? Like
I can't vouch for what Kanye.
Oh man! But I'm just saying, okay, like,
but I love Kanye creative direction because I feel like
producer, can I go in the studio as just I'm a DJ, so I might pick out one of your beats.
Right.
I might tell the artist, hey, I like the way this sound with this.
Right.
This sound with that. So ultimately, you become
the producer.
Right? Because you.
So, but I'm just saying, like, how do you, I never understood it. I thought
you get A&R.
I thought that's what a producer was the person who actually making the beat.
Nah,
put this key with this key, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I.
No. The beat ain't necessarily got to be made by the producer. You know what I'm saying? We done seen that over time. You know what I mean? We done seen it.
So I mean, so they might as well just change the name. They need to just say producer, and then they need to be like maker.
But the problem is, a lot of producers got that fucked up.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? A lot of producers can't even sit in the studio during the session and actually produce the record. No, they made the beat, and then they want to say they the producer. It's like, no, you ain't produced the fucking record. And then they got a problem. Then they want to call out Timbaland or whoever the hell and be like, he ain't produced that record. And Timbaland's like, yes, I did. You know what I mean? You made the beat. Is that what you're asking? Did I make the beat? Oh, no. Yeah, you made the beat. Yeah, cool. Right. But I produced the record. And the producer and the beat maker conception is fucked up in the society. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And the society becomes the producer. You know what I mean? So about time they making the beat, they're like, no, I'm a producer. And the producers understand that. No, you're not.
So basically what you're saying is a lot of these niggas who's claiming they're producers are not really producers.
They're just beat makers.
Damn.
They're just beat makers.
There's the difference.
So a lot of y'all local ass artists, not just playing.
No, but a lot of artists give them that credit too. You know what I mean? Even if artists, I don't know if like a producer would just go into the art, like go into the studio session with an artist or whatever. But like an artist, and they be like, "Yo, this is my producer." They might not even have the understanding they're like, this is my producer, and they say, yo, he made the beat, so this is my producer.
Right.
No, all he did was make the beat. You know what I mean? So they, by the time they do an interview, they might not even understand that they're really just a beat maker.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let's go for the that track. All Go Everything.
Trinidad James.
Trinidad James.
Trinidad
There was a
James.
cat from a small town.
Yeah,
Mississippi.
nigga from SoundClick or something, right? I don't know who he is.
Penn. Yeah, but he made the beat. Shit was just random, but they got it offline. Somebody else took it. They took it to the studio, flipped it, and there you go. So he was just a beat maker.
Yeah, you know, he was definitely just a beat maker.
So he got paid with the little $200.
But I mean, but also the other dude was just an A&R as well. Like he just took the beat and put it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? The producer is sitting in the studio with his mother. Hey, say this like this. Hey, do this like this. Hey, listen, that format. Look, if that hook go first, it'll be a bigger record. If the you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's when the producer come in. But if you ain't really doing all that, then you still ain't the producer. You just the A&R. You just placed it. You know what I mean?
You learn something new every day. I always thought that's what a beat maker was, the actual producer.
Now I knew that much, that the producer is definitely
You gotta be hands on, like
a beat, right?
you gotta be hands on.
That's what
And that's what makes a producer. A beat maker just make the beat and don't know how to talk. And then you just like,
So what did
just like the sound.
in the industry, what do they call a big crit?
Man, they talented.
Okay, so what we call what,
You gotta call Big Crit talented.
So what do we call like Travis Scott? What we call like
A producer
a producer?
and an artist and talented. He's definitely talented, but he don't make beats.
I thought he made beats.
No, he don't make beats.
So do crit make beats?
Hold on.
No, Crit make beats.
Hold on. Okay, wait.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So
But, you know, let me not say it don't make beats. Let me go back on that. But
Travis Scott.
yeah, Travis Scott. But
But I'm saying,
as far as the knowledge,
I thought he made the Jay-Z beat.
no, that was Wonder Girl. But no,
Oh.
like no. Hell no, he produced it. He placed it. He really ain't hard the motherfucker, but you know what I'm saying. But he might have said change his sound to something edgier. You know what I'm saying? And he produced the record. He made Jay-Z like it. You see what I'm saying?
I thought Jay. I thought he wrote that.
No, he ain't. Huh?
You make beats.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. How would you feel if somebody took your beat and made it, produced it, and made it sound crazy? You still like would you feel any type of way? Or?
Am I getting credit? Or check what we doing?
Yeah, I mean, you probably still get writer credit. I mean, the producer credit won't.
Yeah.
It depends on the position it's about to put me in. If I get if that was a Jay-Z album and they saying Travis Scott produced the album, but when you read the credits it say Wonder Girl and Travis Scott, you give me leverage to walk to any label to say, give me $200,000 or give me a certain amount of money that I just took that loss on.
Boom. Yeah, that makes. All right, let me ask this last question before we I guess we get about it. Out of all the artists that you work with, give me some of the future artists that you wish that you can actually work with.
I wish I can work with I know I'm gonna work with but like Trey Songz, Jay-Z, of course, you know, all the greats, Kanye, Eminem, you know what I mean? I don't want to like meet a lot of these people now just because the egos might be different, but my list is really weird, like, cause I want to work with outside of the hip hop industry. You know what I mean?
It's anybody. You could be rock and roll. You could be Toby, whatever his name was. Toby Keith or something like that.
I mean, I love to work with like a Sam Smith and Adele and all that other shit. You know what I mean? Like
check right there, sir.
Yeah.
That's a stupid check. That's a stupid check.
Over the hills. And if I could still yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like for me, I want to work with the people that's outside of what I'm used to. You know what I mean? I'm from the east side of Atlanta. So it's like, so you know, from our side, we know the Gucci's, we know the Travis Porters, and you know what I'm saying. Like I went to school for them. I'm trying to think of somebody big on this side from the, but even what's the nigga name? He blowing up now. Six Black.
Yeah.
See that?
I fucking love him.
Yeah, he blowing up now. But ain't nobody know the name from the east side. You know what I mean? But
I didn't know that either.
yeah, no. It's like if you listen to his project, he like Zone 6, Zone 6. That's all he's talking about. Zone 6, Zone 6, Zone
So
6.
that's why that 6 is in his oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So, but no, it's like, man, Eastside, nigga, that's just the talent. That shit is the. I just feel like that, like, you know what I mean. Some of the best talent, it creates a lot of the other talent, especially around Atlanta. Like, I don't feel like the Migos. I don't think there'd be some of the people like what they is out. You know, if it wasn't for the east side of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying. I think it gave north side, south side a voice. You know what I mean? Like 2 Chainz ain't pop until Ludacris and all them, they ain't pop until another side of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like east side, west side really.
Yeah.
What
You know
Outkast? What they reside at?
They south side. They south side. Yeah. They south side. Yeah, but east side had a run though.
Yeah.
You know, east side had a run. We had a great run. We had a great.
Where did the dancing music start at?
East. I think that's east side. Yeah. Cause I was in school at that point because I was at Miller Grove. So, you know, that was a lot of gang shit, really. Yeah, that was about Black Mob and TC and what's the boys that did Bubblegum? Born Threat. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because a lot of the gangster niggas was making
coats with Born Threat.
Right, bro. Right. So you already know. So it was like a lot of that shit really was east side based. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I really feel like they gave a little foundation to the industry without them knowing. You know what I mean? Even now, like how we got C Slack and Gucci even coming back and Zones. I really feel like that shit inspired the fuck out of Drake. You know what I mean? Personally, because I ain't no 6 in Canada, and we done heard niggas from Canada to say that. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You know,
Niggas really.
it ain't no 6 in Canada, bro.
And just disperse it in other cities and states and shit like that.
Right, this shit is just
Gucci gave his credit back though. He said, you know,
he gave his credit back. That's politics. Hey, Lord, too. If that was Gucci on drugs, no.
Right. That was Gucci on drugs. Like, fuck that nigga. No.
Right. Gucci said fuck Jay-Z and he just took a picture with Jay-Z the other fucking, you know what I'm saying? He did a whole bird print series against this nigga, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm like, but now I get it, you know what I'm saying? You get older, you know, I get it though, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still a fan, you know what I mean? But I get it, you know? So, but I just think the East Side is the creator of a lot of shit. You know what I mean? You can't deny that. You know what I mean? Shots Porter, they made sure club music cool again. You know what I'm saying? Make it rain. All right, cool. Everybody doing songs. They made it clap good again. Everybody doing this on record. For real, everybody doing claps again.
Actually, went all the way to Memphis with Gotti when he dropped. Everybody was doing songs like that.
Right, Future. Somebody just said, Future. Yeah, he from the East Side too. Yeah, Future from the East Side, Kirkwood. He from the East Side too.
I want to ask you.
And you know how many niggas is coming? Copying Future right now. We got a whole artist. We ain't even talking songwriters or talking songs. We got a whole artist. That nigga made a career. But look, I fought with him, you know what I'm saying? But we got a whole goddamn artist out there, you know what I mean?
Okay. I'm glad you brought up Future. I know we
Yeah, I ain't even know my boy Aaron James. He probably made out too. I ain't even. Yeah, look, so we over here.
What happening? Hang out. But now, but I want to ask you the last question because, like I said, I know we over our time, whatever. Speaking of future, future dropped two.
Please, yeah, good point.
Damn, what the fuck are you looking at me? That damn Jackson shit, nigga. But now, speaking of future, future just dropped his last two. It's like
Project,
the
two
last
last two
albums,
projects.
the future and the Hendrix project. Can you tell me how you feel about the production on both of those albums?
On the production, I mean, it might be different for me just because of the type of producer I am. You know what I mean? So I love like more the commercial aspect of production. Um, I feel like the first project I did, I feel like he did what he had to do. The second project, he was trying to get a Grammy.
I think so.
You know what I mean?
That's pretty much what it's about.
Yeah. The first project, yeah, you gotta dedicate shit to the trap niggas. You know what I mean? You gotta go back to your roots. You gotta do all that. The second project was all about bitches. Like you can't. What song was on there for niggas type shit. Like you know what I mean? So and I salute that. You know what I mean? I definitely salute it. I love both projects. The second one, I gravitate to more on the production aspect because if I was to work with Future, that's the shit I want to give him because I want the Grammy. You know what I mean? Like if I get Future a beat, that's what I want. I want the shit that's gonna make me money. That trap shit ain't about to make me a dime. You know what I'm saying?
I like the trap shit.
I love it. I love it. Listen.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I look because I think me personally, I think Future is better than Hendrix. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the.
And I understand. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand because I ride the Hendrix before I would the other record. But if I work with Future, I want the other one. You know what I'm saying? He had Rihanna or The Weeknd on the first one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He had him on the second one.
When I seen the track list, I was like, he got Rihanna. Oh, that nigga sang.
He did the album. That's the album.
Yeah.
He was playing with us with the first one. Yeah. So the play with is the trap shit. Them for the niggas. All right, cool. Yeah. So me, if a nigga gave me the option, hey kid, listen, I want you on one of these albums to say, hey man, listen, I want you to produce, and this is the sound of this one, and this is the sound of that one, and I got Rihanna and Weeknd on this one, and I got nobody on this one. Yeah, so what you talking about with the Rihanna and the Weeknd one? You know what I mean? Because that's going to attract me more. You know what I mean? And, and that's just me. That's just my sound, though. Like, if I was really the trap producer that's, I'm working with the Pee Wee Longways, and because I can still do that. You know what I mean? But what I go for is different. You know what I mean? My goals is a little bit different. You know what I mean? I don't have a goal to hop on some of these projects.
Respect that. All right, man. It's a pleasure having you out here tonight, man. With us, man.
Definitely.
I want you to tell people where to follow you at. They can follow some of your Facebook. Yeah. Anything you got.
Now you can follow me at The Real Kid Class. And let's not forget, I just opened up a studio called Madar Studios. And Madar is the name of my company. And right now, we're working with Jay Owens, Stephon Michaels. Them two of my go-to songwriters, and they're also artists as well. But them two of my go-to songwriters. So if you ever need a hit, they're hand delivered UPS. You know what I mean? So them two of my go-tos. Two of my people that's invested on the other end on the business end is Aaron James and Todd Biltmore. He has Magic City Tuesdays, and he got something. Man, he got some goddamn clubs. I don't really know. Like Friday at it ain't T's. No, it is T's. He got Sundays at Escobar. He got so much shit going on. But you know what I'm saying? That my brother. So whenever you see Todd Biltmore, tell him that Kid Class sent you. But now Madar production company is stand for Making the Dream Reality, and we got a lot going on right now. So and it's really a lot behind the scenes. and it's making a way to on the scene.
Appreciate that.
So.
Uptown, you just have that for it.
So shout out first and foremost to the fans, man. Without them, there's no us. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be here. That's always. Shout out to the team, um, man. Shout out to the juice that's this week, Saturday, bro. It's just gonna be crazy. So, I guess
Oh yeah, I've
the
been
thing-
seeing a lot about that.
That way, man. You good, man?
I've been seeing a lot. Where is it?
Yeah.
It's over here?
Yeah. Pull up.
Yeah, I need a tour because this shit big as motherfucker.
Y'all been pushing.
Social media is monthly. It works.
Yeah, and I have seen that shit.
What you gonna say?
Yeah, I'm still.
Oh, okay, sweet. I really don't have many shouts out, but I do. It's kind of like a bittersweet type week, but you know, it's gonna always be awesome and amazing. Big shouts out to you guys. Definitely big shouts out to the team. Definitely big shouts out to you.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all having me.
Today, and you know, those are pretty much all of my shouts out that I have.
Myself, same thing. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to everybody that's listening to us. Shout out to Indio Radio as a whole, man. How we moving, man. Again, like we just said, March 4th, man, we here, man. 2039 Brandon Road. We here for our third annual The Juice concert. So it's gonna be bigger, better than ever. If you have not been to either one, the first two, you're missing out. Like, you don't hear about it or be mad. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, y'all make sure y'all be out here. We have our mission starting at 8 o'clock. And the performance starts promptly at 10 o'clock. So y'all make sure y'all get here. Again, just shout out to everybody that's tuning in with us. Shout out to kids. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you definitely.
In our show today, man. But y'all already know the motto, man. Be great.
Bebo.
Be blessed. Uptown.
It's Indio Radio, ho.